the news, the Jose Maria College's JMC Kings made a history by winning the 64th National Students Basketball Championship. And for the first time in 64 years of NSBC, the champion emerged from Davao City in Mindanao. The Kings toppled down great teams, and in the championship game, the Kings pinned down the Emilio Aguinaldo College Generals. And with this, the team will represent the Philippines for a basketball tournament to be held in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia.
David against Goliath. This might be the best description in the recent intense game between the Jose Maria College's JMC Kings of Davao City against the taller and bigger Emilio Aguinaldo College's AAC Generals of the National Capital Region. The game started with the two teams closely fighting in for the win. Both teams showed off stiff defense and offense, garnering points subsequently. The first quarter ended with a score of 19-15 in favor of Kings. For the second quarter, the game between the JMC Kings and the AAC became more intense. On the third quarter, the Kings trailed off but gained momentum just minutes before the quarter ends. Stepping up in the fourth quarter, both teams showed off their game prowess. And as the game continues, they also continue to battle it out in the hard court, gaining points in one for another. With 56 seconds left, both teams have now a tie score with 69 all, with the Generals taking advantage with a 2-point score, going ahead with the Kings with 69-71 score. Then, the Kings called for a timeout to make one play. In the overtime, the Kings took all its might, sweeping off the hard court. But the Generals also responded with the Kings. The Kings gained a point lead with only 1 minute and 51 seconds left for the overtime game. With 18 seconds left, the Kings had 2 points lead with 2 free throws, making it a 4-point lead against the Generals. With barely seconds left, the Kings leads with a 2 points difference, garnering a score of 80-78. The JMC Kings has been declared as the champion. And for the first time in the history of National Students Basketball Championship, the victor hails from the island of Mindanao, particularly in the city of Davao. The JMC will be raising the banner of the Philippines in the basketball tournament to be held in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia this coming June.
Very glad na natapos na, and nakita ko napakagaling talaga ng Jose Maria College. So congratulations and good luck sa susunod na competition nyo in Malaysia.
Before anything, the JMC Kings coaching staff thanked the Jose Maria College's founding president, Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy, in his unwavering support for the JMC Kings.
Ang suporta ni Pastor Apollo Sikibuloy, kung hindi sa suporta niya, hindi rin ganito ang sipag ng mga bata. Yung sipag lang na depensa namin, hindi talaga bumitaw hanggang sa huling seconds. Andun pa rin sila. Gusto talaga manalo ng mga bata.
The players also never seized the chance to thank Pastor Apollo, who from the very beginning has never failed to support them in all their endeavors and has provided all their needs.
Maraming salamat, Pastor, sa binigay niyong suporta, and sana masukla namin ng mas better pang iyong suporta, Pastor. Maraming salamat.
Nagpapasalamat talaga kami ng lubos-lubos kay Pastor dahil hindi niya kami binigot. Sinuportahan niya talaga kami ng higit pa sa inaakala namin. Kaya wala lang kami masasabi kundi salamat sa iyo, Pastor. Salamat.
Pastor, salamat.
The JMC Kings wingman Joshua Adalid was hailed as the most valuable player of the year.
First time ng team namin na mag-compete sa national team against NCAA teams. Pero hindi kami nawala ng tiwala sa sarili kasi alam namin na kaya namin to. Basta't meron ng Diyos sa amin, alam namin kaya namin to. Kahit hindi kami masyadong malaki, pero with all my teammates, teamwork, cooperation with each other, talagang lalaban kami. Kaya sa mga JMC, para sa inyo ito.
Aside from the Generals, the JMC Kings also bested the University of Cebu in the semifinals, while the Kings also pinned down the Lyceum of the Philippines University, Philippine Christian University, University of Luzon, San Pedro College of Laguna, and St. Louis University of Baguio during the elimination round. Reporting for Sunshine Media Network International News, this is Bella Abunda.
The Jose Maria College's JMC Kings has arrived after their triumphant stint at the 64th National Students Basketball Championship in Dagupan City. The JMC Kings swept off their opponents and brought home the beacon as this year's NSBC champion and marking history because for the first time in 64 years, the NSBC champ hails from the island of Mindanao, specifically from the city of Davao.
Katulad ng sinabi ni Pastor na darating ang araw sa GMC manggagaling ang team ng Pilipinas na mag-present. Hindi ko nga na makuha namin yan eh. Pero nangyari na. Sa GMC nanggagaling ang champion.
They will also represent the Philippines in the basketball tournament that will be held in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia this coming June. The JMC Kings were greeted by no less than the Jose Maria College's founding president, Pastor Apollo C. Kibuloy, and was welcomed by the whole of the Jose Maria College studentry. They are scheduled to have a motorcade in the city tomorrow and make a courtesy call to Davao City Mayor Inday Sara Duterte.